March 30th in the AM, Monday morning. Gonna be a crazy week this week at work. It's the update of the 120 gallon. I bought a few small fish this weekend. Nothing very elaborate. Let's see. Got this little guy this weekend. The reason I bought him was he had some real nice spots on his tail and on his fins, and that's why I got him. He also has a very nice sheen to him, sort of a kind of a purplish sheen, very similar to my Blue Ali OB I bought this past weekend as well. So that's him, looking pretty good. That's my Borley Blue Ali mix hybrid, and that's my Blue Ali Sunshine mix. Got him this weekend. I did a video on him actually this weekend. Very pretty fish. He's doing really good. I'll keep him in here a while. Probably throw him in the big tank with the Borley when we get ready, but not right now. I did get this guy, which was, or is I should say, a Taiwan reef. He was sold to me as a peacock from a small little fish shop. They hardly have any fish, but when they do have a fish or two, it's halfway decent, and they always have pretty good prices actually. But that's about the only thing they got good prices on. Everything else is very expensive. He's getting kind of chased around by oddly enough, a female zebra obliquid. I have a female Taiwan reef in here somewhere. Oh, that's my little Trophus I got this weekend. Very little character, but I got him good price from one of the box stores, if you can believe it. But they had a $5 off special, so I got this little Trophus for like $7. So that's my red shoulder. It's really starting to color up. It's really looking good. I also got some little green peacocks that are usually right around here, but I don't see them right now. And that little Blue Ali I got this weekend. Just checking everybody out here. That's my Red Empress. I did figure out, I think, that the extra fish they threw in my bag from the Daytona aquarium was basically either another female. They gave me either a second female, or it's a non-dominant male. Those are the two fish right there. And the dominant male is right here. So hopefully he's a male, and he colors up once I throw this guy into the big tank. My German Reds are really starting to come around. I think it might be because I've been feeding them color enhancing flakes by Fluval. You know, I just got it on sale. It was basically they weren't going to sell it anymore, so I bought a big canister of it for like $3 or something. And I normally never use flakes because it clouds up the water a little bit more, and it's got a little bit more meal in it than the Omega stuff that I use, the Omega 1. But I mix it in there with my Omega 1 pellets, and I don't know, it might be working. I think it may be working. They seem to have a little bit more color as of late. It's pretty evident on some of these fish too, even the females, but it's hard to say. It might be because of the lighting. I have a 48-inch ultra fluorescent, so I don't know. It could be that. A couple of bicolors. I have a male in here somewhere, but I haven't seen him since I put him in the tank. That's my frontosa back there, just hanging out. I think I need to treat these guys. I try to treat my fish for parasites once a month, and I think it's about that time. Especially when you add new fish, I need to get some Pimafix and Malafix, throw some of that in there. But they're looking pretty good. I'm pleased with the tank. Wish I could find my little green peacocks. Oh, there they are. I think they're back there somewhere. There he is. Really kind of hard to see. He's hiding out. Loving all the little crevices. He was in a tank mainly by himself, so it's probably why he's a little shy. That's the little blue Ali. A little tiny guy. The dolphin back there. Oh, Tangerine Tiger's on this side of the tank. He's never over here. I love the striping of that guy. I mean, it's really kind of unique. Most of these Africans have vertical striping, but his is vertical, then he's got that horizontal that kind of ties in with his stripe through his eye there. Just awesome. Beautiful little fish. I've seen this thing grown up. I've seen his father there at the other tank, the other aquarium store, and he basically turns like a light tangerine, if you will, or almost an orange. Beautiful fish. So hopefully he can grow up in here and do pretty good. One of my few Mbunas. If I'm going to buy an Mbuna, I'm going to make sure it's a male. I don't want anything else. But with peacocks, I'll buy anything that looks nice. I'm not that particular. So this is the only tank that I have some females in. That's my torpedo. I call him my torpedo Victorian. Really an interesting looking Victorian. And of course, Lake Victoria 10,000 years ago was a dry hole at the time of the last ice age. And then when the ice started to melt, Lake Victoria filled up with water. And then it drained into the Nile, and the sub-Saharan Africans moved from where they were, which were in Sahara, which at the time was rather fertile, and they moved to Egypt, and where the Nile started to flow. Lake Victoria is the second largest freshwater body in the planet, and it is drying up. So hopefully it won't be a ecological disaster like most things are in Africa. And of course, as we know, most of the Victorians that are even in this tank are endangered or even extinct in the wild. And the rift lakes have always kind of gone back and forth, up and down. And that's why they have so many different species. But Victoria was not that way. So the fish that you see here from Victoria basically evolved from just a few fish. And that's why I believe that with only 10,000 or 12,000 years of evolution, they're very similar. They all seem like green, a certain amount of red. My Pundamilla here. Yellow, like this zebra obliquidid. As you can see, some of these Victorians swimming here, they do look very similar. They're all different species, but they do look similar. So I like to throw in the history of the planet in with some of my fish keeping, because I think with Victoria it's very important. You know, it's funny too. I think it was only 200 years ago that Lake Victoria was actually first seen by Europeans. They had talked about it, but nobody had ever actually seen it. I think it was 150 years ago. So, which is amazing to me. That's one of my German reds. It's looking really good. And then my jewel cichlids, which are part of the riverine system, are really starting to turn red. He's been going red a lot lately. Alright, 10 minutes and 40 seconds on the video. I'm about done. Just wanted to do a brief little update on this one. Florida Fish 100 signing off. See you next time.